gonna have to take this off. Let me get my hand in there. Needle nose. Gotta take this bad boy off. Let's see if I can reach it. Let's see if I can reach it. I had to take that off because they get frozen. It wouldn't allow me to read the tire pressure. You guys see that, right? Some of those caps get seized inside and you can't check the tire pressure. Precious Gamma, what up, gang? Yeah, well, I just showed you guys right here some of the little caps that the valve stem caps that you can still check the air pressure with them on. Like certain temperatures, man, they get seized up and they don't allow you to check the tire pressure. Kevin, I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but righty tighty, lefty loosey. Do you know have any idea what I was doing? But yeah, righty tighty, lefty is loosey, yes. Yes it is. Just like this same one right here. This same one right here, guys. It's not allowing. So we gotta remove them and put new ones on. So you see these inside, they get all corroded. Now watch. See that? See now it's giving the correct tire pressure. These things are good and they're not good. You know what I'm saying? They get corroded inside where you gotta change them. So we gotta change two of these, put two new ones on. That's what Kevin seen me taking off. Said righty tighty, lefty loosey. Sometimes these are not righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's the other way around. So you know what I'm saying? There you go. So of course now, if you guys ever had that issue, if you guys ever had that problem where it seems like you're not getting tire pressure, remove those caps because a lot of times, see? Now watch. Same thing with the inside. See? Just a little free game today on the pre-trip. Oh, and I dropped my tire. We need to get that. Might be easier to get it the other way. Gotta get it the other way. All right. You guys also know too, we're going off this slip right here. So of course we are on right side axle 1. So we got left, right axle 1. We got 90 and 100 doing an inspection, guys. So on the tread depth we got 18. We got 18 on the outer. 18 and 32 seconds. We got 13 and 12. So you guys also know I teach and I preach when you're getting your tread depth on your tires. Always checking in like 3 or 4 spots and go with your lowest reading. So we got a 12. We got a 12. So we move on to the next axle, which is our right rear, main. Kinda, sorta. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now we got X showing. Now we have X shown. Okay. We also got to make sure all those dial indicators are on. And we also got to check our hub oil. We got to check our hub oil also. Always check your hub oil, guys. Check it, check it, check it. Also check around here for leaks around the hub itself. Also another known indicator, look at your wheel. Get your wheel. All right, see that? See, this one is doing the same thing. They're both doing the same thing, guys. Where these are corroded. Showing 9 PSI. No, for sure it has more than 9 PSI. So, right rear outer, we got 93. And of course this inside one right here, y'all see it? It's not letting me get no tire pressure reading. So we have to remove that one also. We gotta remove it. gotta get this one out too. Take this bad boy off again. I'm gonna show you guys once I take this off, then it's gonna give me a air reading. Once it's not loose enough, take this bad boy off. A lot of times you can't get an air reading, guys, and you think it's your air choking. It's not. It's this valve stem cap. Little free game to you guys. And if you want to get them off, I highly suggest you have you some long needle nose pliers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be the only way you're going to get them off. Unless you got some small, tiny, tiny hands that can go inside there and to get them off. And y'all see I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm having some technical difficulties. Okay, this should be almost there. It always happens too, guys. I swear you would think something's wrong with your tire pressure gauge, and it's not. It's these daggone valve stem caps. Let's see if I can. I think it's turning. Almost. Almost. Imagine being on the road and you thinking you have no tire pressure, and it's these valve stem caps. Okay, let me see if I can somehow. Okay, there we go. We almost got it. Some of this stuff, guys, is a real hassle sometimes. Small things. Okay. I'll let you guys see. These little caps, they get all type of debris inside there. So you seen before, it said that we had no reading, right? It said 0 PSI. Watch what we get now. See that? 94. $94. So next we're gonna check our 3 spots on our tires to make sure that they are within 4. Remember I told you we have to check it in 3 spots, 3 or 4 spots to get the right reading. So we have 10 and 11, and we have a 10. So you want to go with your lowest reading. It's a 10 on the outside. You got 10 and 32 seconds. Now we can check our inside tire. Check our inside tire. See what we get. We have 10. Oh boy. Got a 10 and an 11. Yep, you guys see that, right? So a little free game to all of those that are just coming in right now. These are valve stem caps, and what these are, they are designed for you to leave these on and still check the tire pressure. But a lot of times, this thing is going to catch all the corrosion, the crud, and everything. And what's going to happen is it's not going to allow you to check the tire pressure because there's so much dirt and debris in there, and you have to remove them to install new ones on. Once they start doing this, it's probably built up with salt and everything inside, so you are not going to check your tire pressure when it's like that. So if I was just a actual normal guy with a truck and I'm checking my tire pressure, I would of course thought that my tire was low, that I didn't have any air in the tire, and not knowing that it was this cap right here that was corroded, and I would have overinflated the tire and had a bad situation. So make sure that doesn't happen to you guys at all whatsoever. That you check these. If you're getting a faulty reading, take these off and check your tire pressure, because a lot of times these things are bad. We're going to get rid of these and we're going to put new ones on. Always want to check your oil level. Sexy Oil Up Jeezy said, Lefty Lucy. Yes, tidy. Yes, it is. That's like the second time I've heard that today. Yes, of course, yes. But not all things are righty tighty, lefty loosey. Some things are reverse on taking things off depending on what it is. So we're removing the valve stem caps. Always check your hub oil. It's very important. So we're going to move on to our driver's side, which is the left side of the trailer, and we're going to go over and inspect that also. We're going to go underneath also to check the shocks and everything like that. There we go. Ta-da. I'm doing like 6 things at once, guys, so you got to excuse me. We are going, we are going to, that's good. And y'all see we got two different type of caps, probably because they did not have the other style cap that we have on the back with the field cap. So someone put this cap on here. So that's another thing you got to be aware of. So this cap right here goes with the air filtration system, which you can still use them. But the only difference is, instead of filling it up here like the one on the back that has the little red cap right here, that you got to remove this bolt right here and fill it that way. That's the only difference. So whoever was working on this trailer, they probably did not have any regular caps in stock, that they had to use. You know what I'm saying? The newer style to get it. Okay, let me go first. Yeah. Okay. See how every side has a different type of cap? Look at this cap. Totally different, right? Totally different from the other side, guys. It's good, and it's a good, I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? The good thing is that all the caps is on, and the bad thing is that if you wanted to add to one, it's different. So this this thing pops out, or you can add from here. You can add your oil from there, from this rusty thing right here. A little weird, huh? So we're gonna make sure we have all our wheel indicators on and all that good stuff. And then let's go ahead and check our tire pressure. And hopefully, guys, we do not have to remove our our valve stem covers. That they are good. So what we're gonna do is I told you guys I love this digital air reader. It's great. So let's check it. Let's check it. Let's check it. Sometimes look at that. All of them are having issues, guys. This is crazy, right? Now let's check the inside. See, a normal guy would have been like, I don't have any air pressure. Okay, so let's see where our inside, well, which we are right there. See that, guys? Nothing's reading. Big support group in the building. Nothing's reading. Not even over here. So watch. Watch when I take this cap off, guys. It's crazy. So we have 4 corroded valve cover caps. Now watch when I check this one. It's crazy. See that, right? Watch. You guys all seen before when I tried to check the tire pressure, it says 0 PSI, right? Now watch it now. Look at that. 96. Oh, there it is. 96. So I just gave you guys some free games. So now we got to remove the inside cap also so we can get our proper tire reading. And we have a 96 on the outer, which is our first axle. 96. We got 96. So now, now we gotta check our inside tire pressure. I gotta remove that cap, so either I'll be able to get it. Oh, they are so tight on here too. Okay, there we go. I got it to spin. You got to put one hand in the inside and one through this little bitty port in the rim in order to get it off if your hands are big like mine. If they are not, you'll probably be able to stick your 2 fingers in there and take it off. But this is what I had to do. Okay, hopefully my hand doesn't get stuck. Okay, we got it out. Oh, okay. My wrist almost got stuck. So, there's another one, guys. So the crazy part is, watch when I stick the indicator in there now. We're gonna turn it on. You remember before it didn't say anything, it says 0 PSI. And right now it says we have 87. So of course we gotta add air to this one. I bet you more than likely, man, somebody's been checking these tire pressures and they haven't been able to get a reading. So they haven't been able to top it off. So we got to document that down, that the inner had 87 PSI. So next, we're going to do the tread depth on the tires, and then I'm going to go get an air chuck, and we're going to top all our tire pressures off at 100 PSI. You guys, it's very important, especially, you know what I'm saying, I tell you guys all the time, traveling with these tractors and trailers, going in different temperatures, different elevation, and things of that nature, it will cause the tire pressure to fluctuate, to go up and down. So remember that. So right now we have 16 and 32 seconds for the tire reading, and we got to check it in 3 spots. So we got 15, and we have 10. So the lowest that we have is going to be 10 on the outer, 10 and 32 seconds. Now we're going to go with the inner. First we got a 13. Next we got a 11. So we have an 11. Okay, so now I got to get my tire reader so we can check the tire pressure. I mean, not check the tire pressure, add air to the tire. Make sure we're gonna do that, man. Okay. So now we go ahead and add air. Let's see. I think we said it had 80 something. Let's double check it. Yeah, we had 87. So we got to add the hundo to it, which you're gonna need them at 100 psi. And guys, all shops are different that require the tire pressure. Some places, they go off whatever the truck or trailer is gonna say the truck gas mileage. So the company here, they want in the drive tires, they want 100 psi in the drive tires, and the steer tires they want 110. So that's what we got to set them at. But every place is different. I didn't dealt with places where they wanted 100 in the steers and then 110 in the drives. So like I said, it all depends on the company. You know what I'm saying? They want their tires set at a certain PSI. Just like a lot of places have their own set, which what they want, start changing the tires. A lot of people take them all the way down to the 4, you know what I'm saying, to the 3. And you get some places, they go to a 7 or 8. So like I said, it really depends on the place that you're working at, that their specifications on changing things, replacing brakes, shoes, tires, and things of that nature, man. So every place is different. But we setting it at 100 psi. Okay, that should be almost there. And I always show you guys, man, I love this digital air chuck. This is the brand right here. It works very well. Has a little light where you can see inside. I think it is very cool. And there we are at 100 psi. So now we move on to our rear axle. Since we got everything done except for one last axle, which is going to be our left rear axle. And we basically got to do the same thing. And after that, we go down this checklist right here, and we're going to check everything on the trailer, check everything on this side also. And guys, if you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend getting you one and kind of like remembering the stuff on this sheet. This will really, really help you on doing a pre-trip. It will very, very help you so much, because a lot of this stuff you can visualize and you can look at, you know what I'm saying? And it will save you from being broken down and all those types of things, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have something to go by that you can use, that you can, you know what I'm saying, help your job a little bit more easier. So let's move on down. down the yellow brick road. Uh-oh, I almost snatched my phone off you. I almost did two things. Okay. All right, all right, all right. So now we are on. Excuse me for all the shaking and everything. I got you guys on a. Okay, there we go. Still got to make sure the phone's charging so I can keep you guys on long as I can. So you can pretty much start wherever you want to start from. I always start whatever I have in my hand. As of right now, I have the tire gauge in my hand. So I love this thing. It's going to turn itself off. So we're going to check the tire pressure. Oh, guess what? These are working. So we got 95, 95 on the outer, 95 on the outer. And we have the inner is also working. And we have 96 on the inner. We got 96. So now we can go ahead and check our tread depth on the tires. And also, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure you subscribe. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, because we do videos every day. And we also, we do diesel. This is a diesel mechanics channel on my lives. And when I make a regular video, I pretty much do a whole bunch of things. I'm also a mechanic, so we get it in. So we're gonna check our tread depth on, so we have 14. Remember I said we gotta check it in 3 spots. 12, and a 9 is the lowest. We got 9 at the lowest. So our outer tire is a 9. And then we're also going to check our inside tire. So we got 14. And we have 12. Okay. So also with your tires, see, all those are all our top readings. We want to make sure they are within 4. If they are not within 4, we're going to have to change the tires. So all of our specs are within 4, and our tire pressure is good. You guys see, this hub right here has a totally different cap on it. So we got 4 non-matching caps. So, of course, we're going to clean this thing off. We're going to clean it off. And you see that it is full, and we are good in the neighborhood. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the trailer, guys, and we are going to check our brakes. We're going to mic our brakes. We're going to check for hub leaks. We're going to check for, broken shocks and all that type of stuff. So you guys hold on. Let me get a creeper so we can go underneath, and I'm going to get a flashlight, and I'm going to show you guys what to check underneath the trailer, what the DOT inspector is going to be looking for, and all those type of things like that. So give me 1 second, and while I'm getting my creeper and everything, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Give me 1 second. second. All right, I got the creeper. I got the creeper. I got the creeper. I got the light. And we are going to go underneath and check this bad boy out. Got my ink pen. I got my notepad. And I definitely got a flashlight. Okay. I had to get the biggest creeper too, guys. So, we are underneath the trailer. As you guys can see right there, we got airbags. Let me get my light together. Flashlight. So, we got the flashlight. We're going to inspect the airbags. Airbags look decent. Our shoes are good. And I also want to look, if you guys can look back there, you see the hub with the little tongue rings on it? That is your hub. You also want to check that and make sure it's not leaking. So, you guys can't see because my camera won't go all the way underneath, but you do see it right there, and we have no leakage. We have no leakage. We want to check our shocks right there. We also want to look at our brake chamber, which is, our brake chamber is right there. Brake chamber. There's a rod, there's a chamber there. Okay. We also want to inspect our shock on the opposite side. We are good. And we want to check our hub on the left side, on the right side, which is good also. Right? We're looking good on this axle. S-cam bushings and everything. We also going to we're going to grease all the Zerk fittings also. We're also going to do that. But right now, I'm going to show you guys how to mic the brakes. Okay. So basically, guys, what I do is, this is the tool you use to mic the brakes. And what I always like to do is, I always like to zip tie it on my air reader, my air chuck, so I do not lose it. These things do come up missing in the shop because they are hard to keep up with, guys. So what I did was I zip tied it to my air chuck, right? So this is the side right here that you use to mic the brakes, and you basically stick it in between the shoe, and you're going to get a reading. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where. Hopefully I can get the camera down far enough so you guys can see. Let's see. Let me get a little closer. Where are we at? Okay, you guys see right there that little split right there? So that is where you put the tool in to mic the brakes. Right there. Right there, guys. So of course, you want to put it in between there, just like so. Push it all the way as far as you can get it, and you take it out. So we have a 20 and 32 seconds on the brakes on the left. Uh-oh, guys. On the left axle. Okay. So left axle, we have 20. Also, I see something right here too, guys. You have to, when you're doing your inspections, you got to look at every single thing, because you will notice something. I just noticed something right now. You guys see that bolt right there? So that's the lower part of the shock. Guess what I see, guys? See that thing moving like that? So what I have to do is I have to replace this shock. this airbag. I'm sorry, because you can't just tighten that down because it's damaged inside. So it's definitely not supposed to do that. It could have been not tightened up from the beginning uh, during installation. Could have been why. So we are definitely going to fix that. We're going to address that. We're going to fix it and change it. Whenever you're doing an inspection, guys, you have to make sure, don't be in a hurry because you have to sign off on these documents, right? Always check everything. Just take your time, right? Take your time. So now, we have to go over to the right side, and I am going to mic the brakes on the right side. We're going to check them. So our right side reading is, and you guys, if you can't see so good, I am so sorry. It is very hard to vlog and go live when you got one hand with a flashlight, you got another hand with a reader. So right now we have this one is 18 and 32 seconds. So we got a 20 over here, and we have 18 on the other side. So we are definitely, we are good on that one. So right side is an 18. It's an 18. Okay. So another thing we want to check, we want to check our airbags. Not sorry, airbags. We want to check our air tanks, and so I'm gonna let you guys know it's very important that you do this. So a lot of people do not drain the tanks on the tractors and trailers. Flyby G Money, what up, gang? We got Flyby G Money in the building. Yeah, man. So a lot of people do not drain their tanks, and that's why you see the rustiness at the bottom. You will also get frozen airlines and all that type of stuff. And you will also get a frozen peacock, which is here. And you can tell that nobody's been draining this because in order to drain this tank, you will have to come down here underneath the trailer and twist this open. Normally there would be a peacock here where the line goes to it that goes over there where the driver can pull it and it releases the air. So since it doesn't have that, I'm pretty sure that they definitely are not they are not draining these tanks. So drain your tanks, guys. It is so very important. It is so very important to drain the tanks. And you already see we got our ABS. This is our ABS module right here. See up top what our ABS lines ran to it. And that right there is going to be our check valve. Sometimes you'll have air leaking from the bottom of this. You know, you got to listen out for it. It'll shoot out air from the bottom, and it would do the same thing here at the bottom of your ABS. It would do the same thing. So we are going to move down to the rear axle. We're going to check the shocks are good on the back. So in order to check the shocks and check them, I'm going to show you guys something. So a lot of times they raise the trailer up too high, and there's a rod inside here. The rod would actually snap and break. These would get loose, and a lot of different things, man. And you also will see wetness, and that will show you that the shock is leaking. So whenever you see something broken or leaking, you definitely have to change the shock. Let's look underneath there. I see no hub leaks. This brakes would just change too, because it's got the newer style brakes on it. You see the green marking? Those are the newer style brakes. So all I have to do now is get my the shoe readers. So we're gonna mic the brakes, which is way down there. Let me get it. Okay. Let's mic the brakes. Y'all already know I got my tool right here that I had to get. Like I said, I keep it zip tied to something so I don't lose it. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in between there, mic the brakes, see what we get. We got a 24. So we have a 24. Hey guys, let me just say this. It's kind of weird, but it happens. And the reason why it happens, because of the pricing of doing the brakes on the semi. So on a semi, tractor or trailer, you replace things as needed. Mostly like on the car, if you need rear shoes, you would change, what I'm saying, basically all the brakes. You know what I'm saying? Or you just do the back brakes. You won't just change one side of the brakes. Well, on the semi, it works like that. Where like if this shoe is down right here, I will only change this brake shoe right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't change all the shoes because one is lower than the other one or whatever. You just have to change the one that's bad. So I'm not sure if you guys knew that. So we also we got this brake chamber here. Looks good. Call Hawk. Are the marks on the inside of the sidewalls all good? What do you mean by the marks? They got a lot of dirt. I'm underneath the dirty, salted trailer. See? You also want to double check and make sure your brake chamber's got these caps in them. And what that does is it keeps water from getting inside there, rusting out the spring inside and causing the spring to break. So in the rear, we wanted to check our leveling valve also, which is leveling valve is right there. So we wanted to double check that to make sure the rod is not broken, which the rod is right here. So what happens is, guys, the trailer can go up and down. There's a leveling valve inside the truck where you can dump the trailer or air it up. And once you do that, it's going to expand the airbags. The leveling valve is going to go up, and it's going to make the trailer go up. If you want it to go down, you press down and dump. It's going to release the air out of the bags, and the trailer is going to go down. All right? So basically, we are looking good underneath here. We got to mic one last brake. And these look like some fairly new brake chambers on here. They just filled with salt right now. You see that, right? A lot of dirt, a lot of salt. We also, very important, to check these bushings right here. You see those bushings? Those are the axle bushings. It says, do you ever resurface drums? I've done them in school, but no, we go ahead and we change them because they get out of round. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a real machine that you're doing it with, otherwise you're just wasting time. So when we don't have that tool here when the drums are bad, we just go ahead and replace them. That is a good question. We go ahead and replace them because what you got to do is you got to get a dial indicator to go around the whole drum and make sure that it's evenly. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably not. So if you was to grind it down, that would be a lot of work to get the whole inside of the drum even. So no, we would just replace them. So let's mic our rear brakes left side. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Okay. And we got, number one, I got it upside down. Number two, there we go. So we have, come on, we'll get stuck in there. We have 32 seconds on the left side. So we have We have 20 and 22 on the left side, front and rear. And we also have 18 and 24 on the right side, front and rear. All right. So majority of my whole checklist is done. You guys see that? Inspect the body for damage. We're gonna do a retorque on our lug nuts. We check for leaks. We check for cracking on the springs, the frame. All those are going to be checked off good. And you guys can see on this side, we're checking S-cam bushings. We mic'd the brakes, which we did that. We checked the hub oil. Checked to see if they had the lug nut indicators. So basically, our whole inspection is all done, guys. We are all done. And like I said, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we go live every single day. And today's live was basically to help and to show and to help you do a pre-trip on your tractor or trailer. If this was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next live. I appreciate everybody getting on. And like I said, make sure y'all go check out some videos, man. I got some viral lives on my channel about all sorts of things that you see me do. How much do inspection really cost? So sometimes, depending on what company that you work for, the inspections are free. And what happens is you just get charged from any additional service where if your truck does not pass inspection. It says, thanks for all your time, brother. No, I thank you guys for your time, for tapping in with me. And like I said, man, I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. And you know, already know we work on all sorts of things. Every single day is going to be a different task. It's never going to be all the same. But one thing that is always the same is doing the pre-trip on your tractor or trailer. It is very important that you do a pre-trip. It will save you. It will save you from being broken down. It will also save you your life, some other people's lives, by you inspecting things and doing visual inspections on your tractor or trailer. All right? You guys remember that. Remember who told you that. Fly ROY the Trend Setter. So I'm getting ready to close out. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I'll see y'all again. Peace.